Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. I'm speaking to you from our preschool sandbox, and we just returned from my very special place, as some of you may know, which is the Cape Cod, that is. And already I so miss the sand and the water that I thought I would record from here. Our Torah portion is a double one. There are 54 Torah portions and 2 double. And this one at the end of the book of Numbers, Bamidbar, we'll talk more about Bamidbar in a moment, is one of those double portions, Matot Maseh. And because it's double, a Torah study this Shabbat morning at 9:15 is going to be doubly long. They're actually not, but a very interesting portion. But I thought because we are at the very end of Numbers, Bamidbar, I would talk a little bit about wilderness. This is the conclusion of the Israelites wandering 40 years in the wilderness. And although most of us have never been in a wilderness or a desert, we can only imagine how that might be, because for days and days you rarely see water or vegetation, only the blazing sun above and the burning sand beneath. And that's what our people experienced day after day, year after year. And they felt this alienation, this isolation, and actually just being very frightened of the situation. But they persevered and they made it. And I think survival, because we talk about our own survival, we don't know a wilderness, but some would say it's like a wilderness out there. Some people really know that experience of being alone or lonely or frightened or alienated or isolated. So it's a very real emotion that exists from time to time. So we look to our ancestors. What did they do to combat that? And actually we can learn from all of the book of Numbers, from Bamidbar. First of all, you have to believe in yourself. You have to take pride in who you are and what you are. And sometimes that's very difficult to do. There's a wonderful midrash that we're supposed to have a little slip of paper in each pocket, 2 pockets. And whenever we're feeling down or low or depressed, we should turn to our left pocket and take out the slip of paper, and it says that the world was created for you, that God created you and you are made in the divine image. And then we put that slip of paper away. But there are times that maybe we're feeling too proud, arrogant, haughty, and then we should really reach for the right hand pocket and take out the slip of paper which says, you are but dust and ashes. We come from the dust, we return to the dust, but in between we try to celebrate each and every moment. So the Israelites had to learn how to respect themselves, and then they could respect others. And of course, to survive, you need community. You have to know that there are those who really care about you, and that you depend on one another. Personally speaking, I have found that so much this past year from my Temple Emmanuel community, being on the receiving end of that love and care and concern and support. And I can tell you right now, it made a huge difference. It made all the difference. That's what we do for one another. That's who we are for one another. And finally, all of this leads to a belief in God. That's how we get through. Searching for that connection to God. That we are not just alone out here, that it's not just random, haphazard, there's purpose, there is meaning, and we continue to search for that kind of God who loves us, cares for us. It's like the bracelet many of us wear, and it says, you are never alone. One way to experience that is by coming around to the synagogue like this Friday night. This Friday night, we're going to have quite the Shabbat celebration. It's going to be a lot of fun as well. We have a service really for all generations in the sanctuary. It's very user-friendly. And then simultaneously at 6 o'clock, both are at 6 o'clock, we have a wonderful Tat Shabbat in our chapel. And then we all come together for a Hawaiian, luau kind of Shabbat celebration. You don't have to wear a grass skirt if you don't own one. You don't have to wear a Hawaiian shirt, but it's recommended. And I'm going to be wearing one of those. Haven't decided which one yet. In any case, that's Shabbat. And it's more than just coming to a service. It's feeling this embrace, this love of our congregation. If for some reason you don't have a way to get here, call one of your rabbis or cantor. Let us know. Call Mark in the office. We'll get you here. And if you would really like to have another family come with you that you're not sure you know so many, we will pair you with one of our families. But just be here. This Friday night, every Friday night. When we say Temple Emmanuel is family, we really mean it. And that's how the Israelites survived the wilderness. We do say it's a jungle out there. It is like a jungle out there so often. Come and join us and try to, put life in perspective and find life's richest meaning and purest happiness. Shabbat Shalom.